Why? Because this is our cultural center, our art center, and our one of our economic centers in Norman. It is a very much local. There's a lot of local shops down there, restaurants, companies. So it's a lot of fun for me to do that. I'm going to take you on a drive through downtown, give you a little bit of a history, a little bit of background, and heads up. This is an incredible area to be in. If you're looking at relocating, there's some spaces available, but there's not very many, honestly. But we're about to build out a bunch of things coming up. So we have a lot of mixed use coming up. So you'll be able to be on the ground floor of those mixed use properties. So when you're thinking about investing and growing your company, come to downtown Norman. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of a quick tour. We're going to start headed over there. We are like a speed bump city. We do not want you to rush through our areas too much. So we'll go up here. Obviously, they're doing some work, removing some trees. We have cute little bungalow houses and a lot of spaces. This area, if you go to the right, is actually a cute little area on Flood. Um, we have several Casey's if you're into different things, Taco Casa. So this part of downtown is still a little chain oriented. It's right next to one of our high schools. This is Norman High, and so we have two high schools, Norman High, Norman North. They run about 2,500 kids, so there's a bunch of kiddos. And then we start to get into downtown. So Flood is a north-south street, goes all the way through town as well. Amazing, amazing place. We'll have to go there drive one time through the bungalows, and you'll enjoy that. We have a Sprouts. We have one of our larger liquor stores, which is called the Cellar. Um, Again, we're a college town, so we have a lot of that available if you're interested. We have our downtown. As soon as we hit the middle part, is very, very busy. That right there is our Commerce Building. That has our Norman Chamber, it has Norman Economic Development Coalition, and some other spaces like that. If you go down this road to University, you're going to hit the University of Oklahoma. A lot of stamp and seal, some things like that. We've got builders out here. We have attorneys. We've got murals all over. On this side of the road, we're looking at a brand new building that's being built. That's going to be a wine bar and a breakfast spot. We have one of my favorite cheese shops right here called Forward Foods. Uh, this weekend is Norman Music Festival, so it's going to be a crazy busy space down here. On the right over here, this is actually Scratch Cocktails. They do all kinds of fun stuff. We have breweries down here. We have Tamashi Ramen House. Again, great spaces. Bienvenidos is on the left. I've got local that's coming. I've got the Winston Neighborhood Jam. We do have a Ferris wheel and all that coming in. That's because, again, Norman Music Festival starts tomorrow. So on the left side, we have a lot of art galleries on the right. We have Sooner Theater on the left. This part of downtown is a very special space. We've got apartments that are above shops as well. We have breakfast spaces, guest room records, which is legendary, is an absolutely amazing space. And then we get into one of my favorite spots. We have Beanstalk, Coffee and Snow. We've got Apple Tree Chocolates, The Diner, Bison Witches, Victoria's. We have a kid space called the Play Pit, which is an indoor kid play area. We have a custard shop. This next block from Crawford to Porter is what I would call the most party block we've got. Has about 3 or 4 live music venues in it. It's absolutely amazing. Several bars and lounges in it. It's just really, really neat. You've got the Custard Factory. We've got a daiquiri bar, GM Wealth, you got Red Brick Bar, you got the Blue Bonnet, you got Prohibition Room, and all of those will be busy. We have Resonator, which is going to be busy. We have a brewery on the other side. We've got Stash and the brewery on the other side. So it's going to be a lot of fun. This is Porter. Porter's been redesigned and redone. And then we go on to Gray Street. They're working on making Gray a two-way street, so it will change it up as well. I did want to take a moment and let you know that this is the Standard. The Standard is a beer hall. Tonight, they're going to be having a panel discussion on Oklahoma music and how to become a music-friendly city and all the things that you're going to do that. So that's fantastic. On the left side, we have our parking spots and murals. On the right, we've got Gray Owl Coffee Shop, which is fantastic, by the way. And we're building out areas in this space. Oops, let's do that. This is an area that is available. It is an old school that was one of our city buildings, and so it is a beautiful building, kind of incredible. Like I said, I told you we have trains. Not lying, y'all. The train is here. Bunch of cars coming through. This does happen again on a regular basis, so we have an opportunity to really check that out. On my left, I have Sergio. Sergio's is an incredible Italian place. They have some of the best food. Sergio's and Amy's over on Classen Italian, phenomenal food. Great bread. They're some of the best bread bakers. Their food is absolutely stunning and amazing. Super incredible. An awesome place to eat. Um, it just is so much fun to really look at everything that we have going on right now. We are very lucky in that it is a great time to be in Norman. I'm going to flip you guys around real quick. So this is like a big time. Like it is a huge time. It is, but we're in this growth space. We're really trying to like get things going and get things running. Our city is very nervous about growing as big as it is, yet it's been happening. It's one of those things that are happening anyways. We kind of can't stop it. So we're kind of being proactive. We have done some massive planning. So we're trying to build here. We're going to have a system in place for you to know that this is what you need to do in these areas and this is what we're looking for. So we're going to let everybody know what we want in what area and what kind of a development that we want. We're also getting like let you know that this is a great place to visit. Great place to hang out. Why? Because we have phenomenal athletic facilities. We've got large scale soccer facilities. The YFAC, which is a Young Family Athletic Center. Trey Young is from Norman, and so they built a phenomenal facility for basketball and swimming and all the things out in University of North Park, which I will take you through one day. Um, so there's just so much happening, and the synergy is good. Again, the metro area of Oklahoma City is growing very rapidly, and they're the 20th largest city. We're the third largest city. Norman is in Oklahoma, behind Oklahoma City and Tulsa. So it's something that we are looking at what that means, what that represents, and how to change a little bit. Let me flip you back around. We're going to turn and go through one of our largest parks in Norman, so you can get a feel for what's available to you if you're a family that is living here. So we're going to turn off on Jones. Jones is a street that is running essentially parallel to the railroad tracks. Um, the park I'm going to take you to is going to be Andrews Park. It is what I consider our downtown park. Now, if you look, there's a building on your right, beautiful like stucco. We also have the Foundry on the left by the railroad tracks is Legacy Trail. Legacy Trail is a walkable trail that we are working on connecting from all of South Norman to North Norman, that you can drive it and bike it. We are really big about physical activity in Norman. They're able to walk around, enjoy each other's company, build community, and really just enjoy it. So let me go ahead and turn real quick, and then we'll kind of head towards our park area. We do have Airbnbs and other things out here because we are a city where people like to come and visit and hang out. So we like to do that. So we have the park. So our free bus system. It is and something we are working on to continue to upgrade all the time. This is just a stunning space. They play soccer here, they play baseball here. We have, again, some housing going in. Think about living right across from a park and look at these homes. They are stunning. It is absolutely phenomenal. This area has been here for a very long time. There's a splash pad in here, there's an amphitheater in here. They host Jazz in June on this particular property. It is amazing. There's a huge master plan of what they're going to do with it. So that will look very different as they get done. We are also a film friendly city, so we have all kinds of spaces for you to figure things out. Also, notice we do have bike paths downtown, even because, again, we are a walkable city, we are a bike friendly city. We love that part of it. That's part of who we are. Um, Now I'm going to go through the stoplights a little bit and take you in one other area I really want you to see because we have some fun spaces. This is the other side of Main Street. This is currently gray again. We have independent bookstores. If you look over there to your right, that is actually going to be Green Feather Book Company. They are an independent bookstore. We have The Lure on Porter and near Porter and Eufaula. So that's fun. Again, here's our build out of our wine bar and breakfast place and other leasing space. If you look to your right, that is one of our large builders. This is Windstone Construction, and they're a massive builder. Our churches, I've got the Baptist Church on the left, I've got the Christian Church on the right, the Church of Christ on the Christian Church on the right. The Christian Church and the Baptist Church have been here for almost 100 years, so it is huge. On your right over here, we have some smaller, older homes. You notice that we have these apartment complexes. They are new in that style. They're like in a brownstone kind of a style. So I will take you on a street down there real quick and then come up on the well. This is a brand new build right here. They just built it. It is a big old brick, I believe there's 6 apartments in there. We do rent our apartments by the room, so you will notice that that is a unique thing that we do here. So if you look to your left, again, we have like brownstone style apartments. That's because we have a lot of students. This is about half-mile from the campus, so you can live here and walk over, and that helps. So people really like that. Now, go ahead and straighten this out. That is, of course, is the railroad tracks, but I want to show you down here. Obviously, I can't get too close because the carnival is straight ahead. But if you look to your left, there's a pointy building called the Well. The Well is called the Wellness Square. It is where we have our farmers markets. They've got free classes. They have all kinds of things happening. Yeah, including a zipper in their parking lot right now, which is super fun. But again, we have Norm Music Fest coming in, which starts Thursday tonight. They have the panel discussion and the film fest at Resonator. Then they're going to have amazing things coming up. Tomorrow they start at night from like about 6 o'clock until like 2 a.m. If you look diagonal from here, there's a little bit of house. It's called Levity Breakfast House next to this building right here. Levity is a coffee shop, and it is a Portlandia version of a coffee shop. It is absolutely amazing, really cool. I'm going to take you on just a quick trip, and this is the Miller District. The Miller District is a historic preservation district. You will notice the trees, the architecture. They are very specific about the way that they keep things here. We do not change it. You have to get permission. The lamps are beautiful. They have a Porch Fest every year in August where they have live music that comes down here, and you can check that out. But look at the architecture. Look at the style of home here. There's a big old soccer goal in the front. Why? Because you know that kid's playing soccer. Probably Celtic soccer, which, by the way, we have private soccer clubs here in Norman. We're known for that. Then our traveling teams, and of course, you have good recruitment and all of that. Sorry about the bumps, but again, speed bumps, we don't want people running through our streets very fast. But look at the beautiful, beautiful architecture. It's shady, it's beautiful, and very, very cool. This is going from downtown kind of back onto Classen. Classen is a major roadway that goes all the way south into Noble and Slaughterville, and one day I will take you down there so you can see kind of the growth area of South Norman because there's a unique space that happens down there. I am going to drive by one of the most legendary spots in all of Norman, and that is Lamont. This road is Classen. It is very busy, but over here to the right, I'm going to turn at this stoplight. There's a corner bar. It is ultimately called The Mont. It has an outdoor seating space. They are known for their swirls. If you go to the right on that, that is Boyd. That goes directly to the university. So you can see again, we're going to end up at the OU campus. This is essentially South Norman because North Norman goes way up north. But if you notice, people are sitting outside. A swirl is a mixture of ultimately a margarita and a wine slushy all at the same time. This is a lot of it student housing. There's a lot of students that go to school here, so of course this is student housing. And it continues on. On the left side, we have another historic district, which I will drive you through another day. But again, we look at the architecture. It's unique, it's different. They let the architects kind of create an interesting space. So that's a lot of fun. Now we have little bitty houses, little bungalow looking houses. I'm going to go straight on Classen. Let you see that. On the left side, we have Classen Landing. Has Romantics, Normal Studio, Magic Noodles, and then one of my favorite coffee shops is called Daily Grinds. It is actually Italian coffee. Yeah, we have a big old U-Haul. Why? Because we live in Norman, and Norman is a college town. So ultimately, we are going to have U-Hauls. Because if we don't, people aren't going to get. I mean, they got to go places, and they all move in. So in U-Hauls, the crazy time to get a U-Haul, May when they're moving out, and August when they're moving in. You try and do that, good luck. I said we drive vehicles here from all over the place in order to get our stuff situated. Again, this is Lindsay Street going to campus. We did that, the Lindsay corridor. We are go left, you're going east. Go right, you're essentially going west. I'm gonna move over real quick. This roadway is known. I mean, apartments is what this is known for. This is built. There's a car wash, but this is built for students. We have students that all live here. There's hundreds and hundreds of apartments. That's part of our fabric of who we are is our student population because again they live here for 9 months of the year, so it is great to have them here. They're an economic engine. We love it. So you get big apartments, small apartments, luxury apartments, all the things. This one's a little bit further out, but it's near the Classen corridor, and the Classen corridor is really amazing. We're very lucky to have that, and it's growing up a lot, and it's adding a whole lot more to it because we are just busting at the seams. Self storage, you'll see that we have a lot of that because, again, we have students and we have people that buy a lot of stuff. This little hotel is going to be dropped. They're going to drop that down. They're going to build an apartment complex there. We do have about 6 Walmarts in our city. We have one Target. There's rumor there's going to be a South Target and a South Lowe's. So you will see that there is across the way a little neighborhood market. Neighborhood markets are really handy and convenient. Right next to that is an apartment complex, which is, again, more of a luxury apartment complex. It's a nicer space. We're gonna go right, and we're gonna go over by probably Hitachi, and then head back to the home base, if you will. So I am excited. This should wrap up my driving tour of all of this area and what we're looking at. So this is a bit longer video. I'll be able to cut it up a little bit later and pull some stuff from it. So you'll see some 1 minute snippets if you are like, I can't handle watching so much. We have 7-Elevens on the corner. They're fantastic. If you don't know, they're Big Gulps. Everybody knows them for their Big Gulps. This is a major like transportation corridor over here. So that does happen. That apartment group over there, I never honestly know the name because it gets bought and sold quite a bit. So it is a great space, but it does, in fact, have like a kind of a New Englandy look to it. They have nice porches on the side. Again, you're right across the street from a convenience store, right next to a grocery store. You got most everything you need here. One of the unique things about this area is there are no bus stops on Classen. So that is one of the things that you would have to think about is it is pretty car driven. People can walk. You can probably walk to a bus stop down the street in about a mile. So you would have to walk a little bit, but we do have people that do that. We are luckily a sidewalk loving space. We lack some sidewalks, so we can help you get places. If you look over to your left, there is a shopping center just past that. It is Amy's Italian restaurant. I told you about that earlier. I love that food. They do such a good job. Very authentic, very real. The bread is phenomenal. We have a club car wash over here. We got car washes all over because we just are. There's dust. There's a lot of dust in Norman, Oklahoma. So that happens. Again, I'm gonna tell you over here on the left, we have more apartment complexes. So again, you're looking at apartments, apartments, and more apartments. There's churches on the right. We have a Life Church, one of their campuses. Red Point is the apartment complex on the left. We do have a couple open spaces out here. This space right here has not been bought up. It will be. It just hasn't happened yet because this area is Imhoff. On the right, we have Hitachi. Hitachi is a major corporation here. Lennar just started building on the left. So we have a whole bunch of like 2,200, 2,400 little like row house, double decker house looking buildings. They're running about 220,000 each. And we are building them as fast as we can build them. Right next to that will be, I believe it's going to be Crimson Flats is going to be this empty space coming up. Crimson Flats is going to be affordable housing. It'll be a mixture. It's going to be stunning. The actual renderings and drawings of that, phenomenal. There is a church next to it, of course. And we have some empty space out here again available for people. We have some spaces right next to that on the corner. This is 24 Southeast. So we're looking at that. This crazy thing over here at one point was hit by a tornado and it has not been knocked down. I hope that you guys enjoyed that and you were able to like get ready. Yeah, we do have a municipal court um, right downtown. It is a little bit different, but ultimately, and that's next to the park. That's next to Andrews. That's true. It's just kind of downtown area. We'll see kind of what happens with the ultimate police department when they end up building a new one or moving it. So I think that's amazing. Hello from West Lindsay. Appreciate it. I'm an East Lindsay. We're like Lindsay friends. So I appreciate that too. And it can be, I mean, it's our city is about, like I said, 130,000 people. We tend to have small town viewpoints sometimes, and yet we are a college town. So we have this weird mix of people. But it's a great chance for, we are unique. Like we're hippies in the summer. For real, people are going to be hanging out, watching live music every couple of weeks in a park together, drinking and hanging out, bringing their kids and just vibing. And that happens. Like summer vibes are very different than school year vibes. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you got a little bit out of it and you appreciate it. If you do, please hit the like button, subscribe button, share it with anybody that's interested in getting a quick tour of the city. We appreciate you. And of course, I appreciate everything that you guys are doing and watching. And thank you so much, Missy. Hi.